So quickly, we'll move on to hear from our next presenter, who is Dr. Kolawole Aramide, and he will be doing this presentation together with Miss Alice Bamigbola, and they will be presenting on co-creation models in citizen science, ensuring Indigenous ownership and respect for traditional knowledge. Now, colleagues, this paper, I believe, is going to explore how communities can be true partners, not just data sources, in the creation of knowledge, reminding us that open science must also be just science. So, Dr. Kolawole, if you are ready, we are ready, together with Miss Alice Bamigbola.
Okay, I'm Dr. Alice Bamigbola. Thank you very much. I want to thank the organizers of this summit today. And I want to thank the moderator for what you have been doing since the inception of this summit. Our topic is co-creation models in citizen science, ensuring Indigenous ownership and respect for traditional knowledge. And today, why are we talking about co-creation? What is co-creation? Co-creation simply means the collaborative effort of multi-stakeholders like government, researchers, private organizations, and community. It is not the normal top-down decision-making process. This one, why co-creation? Co-creation is important at this time because the problems of this age are interdisciplinary and multi-actor in nature. So for these reasons, one-man show will not help us. It is by involving the indigenous people. When you discover the knowledge, it sticks with you than giving knowledge that slips away. And what we discover is our own. What we are given, we just borrow it. So that is what we are talking about co-creation. Now, what is citizen science? Citizen science extends co-creation into the realm of research and data generation by involving non-professional individuals in scientific inquiry. We know from time immemorial, it's only researchers, scholars that discover knowledge, that go into scientific inquiries. But these days, we are saying citizen science. So it is a means of democratizing knowledge. You democratize knowledge production. You involve the people, the indigenous people, in knowledge creation. They are empowered. You empower citizens to collect, analyze, interpret data alongside with the experts. So this will ensure that indigenous communities guide and actively participate in research process. So that is the essence of co-creation in citizen science. We are saying that there should be collaboration between the experts, researchers, and the community people to discover knowledge. Because when you discover to understand, not just receive to remember. When you are part of a decision, when you are part of a discovery, it's part of you, it is your own. So the degree of power sharing and community ownership are the keys in co-created citizen science projects. Indigenous communities sometimes, they are limited in roles like data analysis and publication. And shortly we will see why this is. I just want to mention a few case studies. We have the Nakuru, Kenya Indigenous Knowledge Creation, that the community participated with them in the data local ecosystem, fostering new dialogues with local authorities. Also in Thailand, there was a successful integration also. And, you know, because, like I said earlier on, that the problem of this age is interdisciplinary and multi-actor in nature. So you use this model when you have large-scale data collection. For instance, for biodiversity, pollution, cultural heritage mapping, and especially in this digital age, when you are talking about cyber security, you need everybody to collaborate. So we have an example in Nigeria here with Nigeria Bird Atlas project, mapping Nigeria's bird together. And how it works, Nigeria divided into 9 by 9 kilometer pentads, and volunteers spend time in each pentad looking and listening to birds. So data collected, then uploaded to national map. As a result, the atlas helps determine which birds are found where, guides which areas need protection, and how development might impact wildlife. So co-creation angle, you build local bird clubs and train volunteers. The map is co-created by the public, universities, and conservation groups. Let me quickly go to another one. Okay, then how do you measure and improving okay, that's the second one. This one has to do with looking for the air pollution in Nigeria. And a youth-led project in Lagos State, where runners wear air quality sensors during their job. And how it works, local youth recruited, trained, and co-designed the running routes in their neighborhoods. Data is turned into understandable stories and policy requests to the government. You can see it here. Partnership with the Lagos State government to deploy 30 low-cost air quality sensors. Youth citizen scientists are incorporated into the city air quality management system. Co-creation angle, participatory workshops with government, civil society, and universities. And local youth, they were recruited, like I said earlier on, and the data were turned into understandable stories and policy requests to the government. So integrating indigenous and scientific epistemologies, that is the essence of co-creation in citizen science. Indigenous knowledge system must be considered as equal partners to Western scientific knowledge. Before now, it is this scientific knowledge, and that's why part of the problem we have, when people are not part of a decision, part of discovery, it's most likely they will not value it. But when you involve the communities and you discover something with them, so knowledge will not be knowledge produced for them, but knowledge produced with and by the people, for the people. So we have multiple evidence-based approach that promotes parallel engagement with both knowledge systems. And two-eyed-seeing methodology combines indigenous and Western ways of knowing throughout the research life cycle. So indigenous-led government models, indigenous-led governance and co-governance models are essential for long-term sustainability and socio-ecological outcome. Data sovereignty. Indigenous community must control how their knowledge is collected, stored, shared among themselves, and with other people. But there's problem of co-creation and citizen science. There are many problems. I just put just 3 here. Language difference is a key problem. Then limited resources is another one, and power imbalance. So how now do we build this indigenous capacity? Strategies for enhancing indigenous capacity, long-term investments in indigenous digital literacy capacity building programs. We need to do that so that the indigenous people will be able to participate in this research, community or collaboration knowledge discovery. Without it, they will be behind. Then tailored training for community members on data management. You see, there's going to be issue of ethics, research ethics will be a problem. If you ask a novice to collect data, you look at the quality of the data. But when they are trained, they will be able to perform. And we train them in the areas that they need it. It's not only the community people that need training. Even the researchers need training on how to work with the indigenous people, with the community members. So we develop formal agreements on data ownership. You see, this data ownership has been coming since the start of the summit today. Then benefit sharing and cultural integrity to prevent exploitation. Advocating for policy reforms. Policies must foster contextual adaptation without compromising international standards in our conducting research. Government and educational bodies should create collaborative frameworks that will promote indigenous-led research and governance. Formal policy support for ongoing dialogue between indigenous community, research institutions, and government bodies is very essential. And decolonizing science, knowledge, with this need for rethink knowledge translation. Knowledge translation should be an ongoing inclusive process rather than a one-off event of the end of a research. Use the bridge framework and 2 I's saying to maintain respectful and reciprocal partnership throughout the research cycle, like I mentioned earlier on. These models will help decolonize citizen science by integrating cultural perspectives in all phases of knowledge creation and sharing. Ensuring true co-creation in science, in citizen science. True co-creation goes beyond just participation. It's embrace indigenous governance, power sharing, and cultural integrity. Future research must focus on overcoming barriers to participation and enhance indigenous self-determination in citizen science. You know, we still need to reawaken, to create awareness of our people so that they will participate. You may be surprised that if the community people are called upon, come and participate in this research. If they are not well educated, some of them may not want to participate because they don't know where you're going. They don't know the essence of you calling them, because the usual way is that researchers only conduct researches and discover knowledge before now. Thank you. Esheun, nagode, dalu, asante sana. Danke. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that insightful presentation. Indeed, knowledge produced, as you indicated, by the people, with the people, and by the people is the way to go. So we need to train the people if they don't have the capacity to be part of the knowledge production. This is so educative and right on point.